ride to say with McQuay. You got me messing it up out here with you with these games. Back in here with my
I
boy
ain't really here to
Steve,
play
you
no
know.
games, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But we back. Hey, I want to ask you a serious question now.
I get worried with these.
Well, I'm not gonna ask you what that bump is on your lip.
Oh, no.
I'm not gonna ask that.
Hey, how many of y'all looking for the bump now?
Like,
He do got a bump.
No, he don't, man. Anyway,
I see it.
I want to know how you feel about the issue with the gun control. Being that you
Yeah.
buy a lot of guns, you go do a lot of shooting. And
Sure.
Pretty amazing shooter at that.
I appreciate that.
You probably should get him to teach you how to shoot. You do that.
I do.
Yes.
So I mean, the thing with gun control, it's a touchy subject because, you have people who use guns in manners that are, can be very divisive. You have people that use that platform of freedom to carry and it's my right to carry a gun and it's one of those situations. It's not a easy answer to solve it. I mean, personally, do I feel that some of these guns that are on the market need to be on the market? No. I don't think any civilian person really needs an AR-15. From a combat veteran who used an AR-15, unfortunately, in the execution of defending the country, it's designed for combat. It's designed for killing. There's no forgive me. There's no reason to have an AR-15 unless you're going to kill. Frankly, it's not.
Okay.
I mean, a cool toy, whatever. I mean, it's designed to kill. That's the base. It's just like all guns are
So
designed
what
to
about
do.
people who just want to feel it or just take it to the gun range or
I mean,
whatnot?
there's obviously a market for that, so there's a place for that. But do I think civilian gun owners, just the regular Joe Blow or Jane Blow, need to own an AR-15? No, I don't. And then we have this whole bump stock. Now the bump stock is banned. It's not rocket science making a firearm automatic. It don't exactly take a PhD to do that. Anyone who's taken apart a handgun or a rifle or two and seen the firing mechanism can pretty much put two and two together. It ain't rocket science.
Okay.
It's really not. If you've taken enough time to understand the tool in which you're using to execute your duties, it's not impossible to do. Now, to pacify the people who want to, have more gun control, they take away the bump stop. Like, that's really going to impact many things. I mean, frankly, if a person is set out to kill, they're going to kill. Whatever means they're going to do, whatever means they're going to use is the means they're going to use.
And that's what I always say. Yeah, that person just so happened to have that assault rifle
Right.
when they did that.
Right.
They could have easily done that with a 22 or 38 or a shotgun or a stick of dynamite.
Let's say
Or a knife,
instead
or
of
a car.
AR-15s, they had a bunch of Uzis. Uzis have the same. Forgive me, they have a higher firing rate,
Yeah.
so they could have got off more rounds. Now, granted, they wouldn't have the same stopping power, but they could do just as much damage if you manipulate the rounds properly.
You shooting a whole bunch of people that's just sitting around with no protective gear on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll kill them just as effectively.
Now, then that lends to the question: should Uzis be allowed? No. What do you need an Uzi for?
But then where do you stop?
The good question. I don't know where you stop.
Because you can kill somebody with any kind of
You're right, but I can definitely tell you, if you put 100 people in a room and you give them 30 seconds, you give a Uzi, a shotgun, and let's say a bolt-action rifle, you do the math.
Okay.
You do the math.
I got you.
So
But-
that's why I just think some firearms just aren't meant for general
but
ownership.
One life
Yeah.
is too many.
Okay, that sounds good.
It is.
Yeah.
Especially somebody who's not doing anything to anybody, minding their own business.
Oh yeah. I
You
mean,
walk up into Circle K and shoot them.
yeah. I mean, innocence is
What
innocence.
is that?
Innocence is innocence, and those people should be prosecuted accordingly. But is banning or removing a certain style of firearm going to stop that? I don't know. I can tell you it would probably curb the amount of injured in these incidents significantly if you can't put out large amounts of rounds in these short bursts of time.
That's
I can
true.
definitely tell you that.
That's true.
But one argument I've made is you take away AR-15s, then who's to say someone then starts going to something like, let's say, a shotgun. If you ain't seen the carnage from what happens when someone gets shot, with a round from a shotgun, it's not pretty. It's not pretty.
There's no coming back from that.
So at the end of the day, this boils down to, if someone is set out to do something, they're going to do it. It just so happens that the AR-15 is a popular brand of rifle right now. That's what people are using, and unfortunately, it's doing what it's designed to do, killing large numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's doing
And
exactly
that's why
what it's designed to
that's
do.
why they happen.
Exactly. So when you hear these mass shootings, you hear the body count, and everyone's like, oh my God, no, that's what it was made to
didn't
do.
take that long to get off of that many rounds.
Yeah, that's what it's designed to do. So I'm not surprised.
It was over fast,
You know,
as far as
and then we put mental health into the equation, and I think that can sometimes be a scapegoat. Oh, this person was mentally ill, and that's why X, Y, and Z happened. What does mentally ill mean, people?
It means that.
What does that
You
mean?
dope in the head, bruh.
Mentally ill can mean a whole lot of things.
I don't know. I think that people use a lot of escapes
Yeah.
from reality, and always be able to put it on something else. Because hell, I could say the same thing,
Yeah.
but I don't. A lot of the things all of the things that I do, I choose to do.
Right.
Now, when I get caught, I might lie to get out of that situation. But the fact of the matter is, I chose to do the things that I do, and that's it.
It just at the end of the day, when we talk about gun control and we talk about that argument, it's not going to be solved overnight. A lot of people are going to be upset either way. But at some point, we have to start protecting the people. And if that means we take away some rifle or some capability to own some of the larger capacity rounds or some of these rifles,
And then they complain about their rights. Then.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, I can't carry a gun, so
a lot of us have our
Take it
rights
away.
infringed upon. So
yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's not. Sometimes you have control and sometimes you don't. It's how much of my time am I going to spend consumed with the things I can't control?
Yeah, exactly.
But
A lot of people do though.
But I'll tell you right now,
Go on and on.
I own multiple AR-15s.
I know.
Am I in a rush to get rid of them? No, I frankly don't want to. I mean, those are a part of me. That's a part of how I protect my home. To the point where my wife is. I've trained my wife multiple hours on how to fire, AR-15. She's actually pretty proficient at it. I'm kind of proud to say. But if it comes down to the fact where we got to get rid of those kind of rifles and we have to move on from there, is it gonna suck? Yeah, it's gonna suck. But I mean, do I want? What's the lesser of two evils here? Do I want to principally be right, or do I want to end up in jail? Jail is not fun.
No. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. And when you do, and you get in trouble, and you got to pay the piper.
Yeah, you
I don't want to hear that crap.
You won't.
No.
I know you're not talking about me.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm just
saying like a lot of people gonna still do what they have to do.
That's what baffles me when people run red lights or they speed, and then when the officer pull them over, you got an attitude. What you mad for? You got caught. You shouldn't have did it if you couldn't pay the fine or you wasn't willing to. I think you shouldn't have been out there speeding. You shouldn't have been out there speeding.
Man, you shouldn't have been out there looking for me.
Okay, well, it's his job to look, and it's my job to not get caught. I guess in that instance.
Look at here. 2 other cars was running that same light I was running. You gonna pull me over?
I can't stop cars. I can pull you over one at a time.
Why you didn't pull them over?
Hey, because I got you.
Yeah, exactly. You got me. I wonder why.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I know why. But this is the same with McQuay.
Well, McQuay, how about you say by giving me your license and registration? Jake, get these dogs off me, Jake.
Yeah, let's go. Get these dogs off me. I ain't going down like that.
But it's just one of those things, Yeah,
I ran a couple of lights today.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It was hot. I was trying to get where I was at. Well, I was going anyway.
This heat and humidity don't play.
I'm telling you, I was like, man, I gotta hurry up. Get there. I seen the light. I was like, I can make it. I was like, I can make it. I can make it. I was like, I can't make it. I can't make it. I'm not a dumbass. Hey, I got there. Right over here on the corner, over here
By the corner.
by the Publix.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit the bump. Boom. Going across the intersection, I was like, boom.
It's a big bump too.
Yeah, it's a big bump. I forgot.
That bump is
I
unnecessary.
forgot. I felt like Dukes of Hazzard. I was in the sky for a little bit.
Man, did you have the rebel flag on top of your car?
I thought about it, but then they looked at me like I was Kanye, so I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be out here fighting these black folks over no flag.
I don't too much want to fight nobody if I don't have to.
Not over no flag.
As you get to a certain age, that fighting stuff is overrated.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
I pledge of allegiance to this liquor in this cup.
Wow.
That's word.
With that being said, at this time, what we want to do is we want to hear from you. What are some topics that you would like to say with McQuay to talk about today or tomorrow or the day after? Put it down there in the little box thing where you make your comments. If you got something rude or disrespectful to say address it to me.
No, just say it.
Just address it to me.
I appreciate
because I'll delete it, and then we won't know what happened.
This is the say. Say what you want to say.
Uh-oh. Well, don't say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Can't beat me.
Well, so what if Mike Tyson come on there?
Shit, he old. And if that don't work, I'll kick him in his nuts.
How the gangster, let's just say stomp him in the nuts.
Worry about Mike Tyson? He don't run and jog no more. I hope he don't.
So, yeah, hope. So put those comments in the comment box. Go ahead and hit that little button on the side that says subscribe.
Do that. Subscribe.
Catch us on the flip side. We're going to have other videos coming at you.
We're trying to get this message out. The truth. We don't tell nothing but the truth all the time. If you're looking for lies, you go somewhere else. Look for the truth. It could be about me. I don't care. I'm going to tell you because I'm not ashamed of anything I've done, anything I'm doing, or anything that I will do in the future because I know I'm going to do some stuff that I don't supposed to be doing. But hey, I live up to mine. I don't put mine on nobody. And that's real.
That being said,
free my daddy.
Catch you on the flip side. Man, my hand is really light.
Yeah, that's that white shit.